Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Next up, we have this rear end out of a 2002 Ford Sport Trac. It's already been bagged. The customer, I believe, is putting different wheels on it, so they need to go ahead and have it narrowed 1.5 inches on each side. So the first thing I need to do is get the cover off that rear end. That way we can get to them C-clips to pull these axles out. Then we can start, well, not even start. Then we can go ahead and take off these hub assemblies. We'll get some measurements, make some marks, and get that housing cut. Once I get that housing cut in the jig, tacked up, and welded up, we can go ahead and call and order those axles. Stripped and ready to go. Next, we'll mark up the axle tube, and I'll get some measurements of before between the cast pumpkin and the flanges, and I'll make a mark so I can make sure they're squared up exactly where they belong, and then we can continue with the process. We'll get them cut, set them in the jig, square them up, tack them up, weld them up. If you need your rear end narrowed, let me know. Bearings and seals came out nicely on this one. Usually they'll fight me and come out in pieces and stuff like that. This one has been very smooth so far. that it's fully cut, I can pull it out of there. We'll pull that piece. We'll throw it down there with the other scrap. Go ahead and put the saw away, and then we'll mark the ends on the housing and on the ends so we can start getting them beveled, cleaned up, and set in the jig. Hey, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Turn on notifications. That way you get notified when I get new content. Soon, we're gonna be getting more stuff coming in, but I wanna take care of these floors first. So look for that video soon, not next. All right, let's get back at it. I'm ready to get this axle housing prepped and in the jig. Everything's all beveled up, nice and clean, beveled, ready to go. Even the ends, all the ends, and the ends on the housing are nice and beveled. Not bad for doing it by hand. I mark a ring on the inside of how far down I want to bevel it to. You only want just enough meat to stop it. This is probably 1/16 of an inch. So when I do my root pass, it'll be a small, tiny root pass in here to get it to be, just to connect it, and then you'll do more passes. So we'll go ahead and grab the bar out of the cardboard, and we'll get some of these dies figured out which ones they are and set up in jig. Once I get this completely welded up, I'll go ahead and order the axles. Then we'll put the seals and we'll put the bearings in first, then the seals. And then we'll put on the brakes. We'll mount these to the ends. We'll get these on, and then we'll wait for the axles to come in. Then we can slide those in. Well, I'll be able to get the carrier in, torque the carrier cap, the bearing caps down, and then it'll be ready for the axles. Then we put the C-clips in, put everything in, the back end together, the pin, torque it, cover. It'll be done. Real quick, I'll just show you some of these root passes. You got to do these in segments. You can't do it all in one, all right, focus, in one pass. There is a pattern you're supposed to do it in, but we'll get right back at this real quick. I got to spin this back to where it was. Get in there and get some of that for you. You gotta do the root pass, the filler, and then the cap. So we'll go ahead and get that finished up and get this done. Hey, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications, that way you get notified with all the different projects I get coming out of here. Axles are ordered, as you saw, painted. It was fully welded, painted, and now put back together as far as I can until the axles come in. Slide the axles in, and then I have to, before we slide the axles in, I'll pull this pin out, put the axles in, C-clips in, torque that pin down, clean up the outer edge of the casing, and then we'll put the gasket on and then torque the cover down, and it's done. So we'll see y'all back when the axles come in. There it is, all done. Axles are in, stickers are on, everything's torqued down. I'll lift it up with the hoist and I'll throw some paint on all them little scuff marks, and I'll leave it in the air so we can load it in the back of the truck much easier. But it's done, narrowed, sealed up, fluid is in, ready to go. If you guys need any work done, need me to narrow some axle housings, let me know. I'll get it knocked out. But in the meantime, go check out my page, go check out all the other content I got, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell, that way you get notified when I post a video, whether it's an update on the shop, my life, something I find interesting at a car show, or even a show. Go ahead and share, comment, and like this video for me. And thanks for watching.